Hello learners, welcome to my channel, and in this video we will take the first step towards learning Azure Data Engineering by creating the Azure account and understanding the subscription model. We'll start with the very basic with understanding what is a subscription, and we'll take the example of Amazon. So let's say while we try to access the services of Amazon, we first log in into the account by entering our username and password. Okay, now as soon as we do that, there are two possibilities for somebody who's accessing the Amazon services. One is whether they have a free basic account or maybe they have a prime account. Now what's the difference between two? In free basic account, Amazon may have provided certain services which they are ready to provide free of cost, like you can place order on their retail app, then you may access certain videos on Prime Video app, right? But the access is limited to only a couple of videos, whereas somebody who has paid Amazon for their services get further expansion of those services, like your orders which you are placing on the retail app, they are eligible for fast deliveries, right? And in addition to that, if somebody is using Prime Videos on Amazon, they have a broader access of video library that they have on their application. So this is how they have categorized their services. Now in a similar model, Microsoft has also enabled their services. They provide one free trial. This is one kind of services, and the other kind of services are pay as you go. Okay, now what's the difference between these two services? In free trial, you will get a 30 days free trial period, and you will also get certain credit amount in that free trial period for which you can use their services. And whatever lapses first, if 30 days are completed first, you will have to switch to pay as you go model, or if you have exhausted all your provided credits, then also you have to switch to pay as you go model. So in either of these cases, you will have to, after those services are availed, you have to move to pay as you go. And in pay as you go model, you will start paying for the services that you are going to consume within Azure. So it will also depend on how much and what kind of services you have used, and all of these services will correspond to certain cost, because what we are talking about here is a cloud model, and everything in cloud is a paid service, and it depends on what kind of consumption or what kind of use case you have to avail those services. So this is how Microsoft has decided their subscriptions. We'll go over in the next step how to create your account, and we'll understand further about their subscription model, and as a learner what can you do initially to avail these services so that you have to pay nothing or maybe pay a very less amount while you are in the learning stage. Okay, so how you can start? You can just go to Google and type Azure free trial, and most likely the first result that you're going to get on the search results is going to be Azure free trial option only. You just click on this link, and as you do that, it will take you to another screen which is something like this, in which you will see two options. One is try Azure for free and the other is pay as you go. Now you are just about to begin in Azure Data Engineering line of services, and you're just about to start utilizing their services. You can start with try Azure for free, and you can skip the pay as you go model. It's something that we can discuss and talk about later once you have completed 30 days in this learning procedure. Now once you have done that, you will come to a screen which will ask you for your Microsoft account. Now there are two options, two possibilities. One is you already have a Microsoft account, so you can use that to avail these services. But in this video, I'm going to discuss about the one where, let's say, somebody doesn't have a Microsoft account. So in that case, we can go ahead and enter the email ID and click on next. Once that is done, you can create a password for your email ID for your Microsoft account. Once that is done, you click on next, and then Microsoft will ask you for certain details, which is country region and your date of birth. You can enter your details here. it will send a verification code on your registered email ID, which you just entered in the previous steps. And from that email ID, you can fetch that code and enter here and just click on next. And once you do that, it will take you to a form where you have to fill in all your details related to your account. Now, in these details, you have to mention your country, region, you have to mention your name, first, middle, and last, then the same email ID. It will be pre-populated. You just have to continue with it. Then you have to enter your phone number on which you want to register your Microsoft services. And as soon as you do that and you scroll a bit down, you will see there is an option to either enter a new number to verify your account, and if you don't check this one, then you will just click on text me or call me, using which you will receive a text message or a call and you can verify your number. Then you will be asked for the company name, so this is a mandatory option. So if you don't want to write your country name, you can just mention something like self and you can just continue from here. This is an optional field. PAN card ID, you don't have to mention your PAN card if you don't want to. Then you enter your address details, then you mention your city and state, scroll down a bit further, then you mention your state, your postal code, and eventually you click on these two options which are accepting the terms and conditions of Azure, and then you click on next button. Now here comes a very important step. Is as soon as you click on the next button, you will be taken to up view, which is something like this, where Azure or Microsoft is going to ask for your credit card details. Now I'll take you 2-3 slides back on this, or basically the screen that you are already at. You can just scroll up and see something of this sort which is mentioned here. It's an important thing that you should read, which says that there will be no automatic charges after your credit is over. We'll ask you if you want to continue with pay as you go. If you do, you will only pay if you use more than the free amount of services, which means that even though you're entering your credit card details, Microsoft will not start charging you on those on your credit card right away. They will deduct a sample $1 or some amount in the beginning, but then this amount will also be reversed. They will send it back to your account, and you can just enter your details and start availing the services. Now, in these services, in the free trial account as well, as I mentioned, you are going to get either 30 days of services and you will get certain credit amount. It's some more corresponding to $200. Okay, so around these many credits you're going to receive in your free trial account, and these are more than enough to learn the Azure services for 1 month, basically, because as a learner you will be just availing to the very basic services, the smallest of the clusters, and the very low data storage volumes. So the bill that you're going to incur during the practicing of your Azure Data Engineering process, you are going to incur very low cost, and it's definitely going to be much lesser than $200. And once this all is completed, once your 30 days is completed or you have exhausted your credit limit, then you will switch to pay as you go model. And in that model also, if somebody wants to continue with the services, they can continue doing that, because the amount they are going to incur is going to be very low. In my experience and the students that I have taught, it's usually 30 to 40 rupees in a month, and I think that much can be spent for 3 to 4 months, and 3 to 4 months should be enough to explore most of the services of Azure and learn it. And once that is done, you can discontinue your amount so that no further charges are deducted from your credit card. So this was all on Azure account and subscription model. If you found this video informational, you can like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.